Hello, I returned to you with another video, this time on the M56 helmet. For now, I'll be wearing it. This is a East German helmet that was originally meant to replace the Stahlhelm. The Stahlhelm was the German helmet of choice during World War II and late parts of World War I. This, I believe, design was too late in the war to be fielded by the Nazis, so the East German government under Russian administration decided, hey, fuck it, we'll just use this because it's already an existing design and it worked much better and it doesn't make you guys look like you just came out of World War II and are ready to go fucking blast up Poland again. But now, moving on to, say, probable ballistics, because I haven't really tested this thing shooting it wise, because, you know, I don't want to waste 85 bucks. That's also how much I paid for this. You can get this at I got this off at a surplus store in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. It's pretty good. Decent price. It was also the same place where I got the tanker uniform. This was $85. That tanker uniform was $75. So make of that what you will, but they were also selling a BMP-1 ATGM, so they're a pretty good store. They are a cash-only operation, which is a shame. Usually, if you go on eBay, you will find these things retailing around 75, 85 bucks. This one was long-term storage, presumably. I don't really know. I don't really give a fuck. I'm mainly a late Soviet, early Russian Federation kind of guy. I don't really like East German stuff. But, probable ballistics, this might be able to stop a rifle round if you're like a few thousand yards out because of the slope and whatnot. This could probably stop a bullet, maybe a pistol round. This was mainly meant to stop fragmentation, hence the big slopes and that's not a rock. Here's a rock. It was basically meant to just stop a high density object moving kind of slow. So most likely a rock hit by an artillery shell. But moving to the interior of this helmet, you have this plastic bit right here that basically holds up pretty much almost everything here. So like the liner, the foam, but that's pretty much all this thing does. It can be undone, but it takes quite a bit of effort, and I just don't really feel like doing that because I like the liner in here. Now, moving on to the outer part, which is the two foam segments. The two foam segments are presumably meant to absorb impact from the front, and from the back. So it's sort of like meant you hit your head forward, you're gonna crunch forward, and this is just presumably going to absorb a lot of that energy. Same concept with the back part. But now moving on to the actual liner itself, which is primarily made of leather, presumably cow leather. It's quite soft and it's kind of held together with like shoestrings, if you can see them, like those white strings right there. Actually, they're not really like shoestrings. They're a lot thinner, but they do the job. They hold it up. It works. Moving on to the suspension system of how to get the damn thing around your neck. It's basically just a belt system. If you know how to use a belt, you know how to do this helmet. So basically what you do, you find your preferred notch hole, like on a belt here. You send it through here. And then go through like a belt. And then you find your preferred hole. And then you put this little doohickey right here. And if it's not showing up on camera good, then, well, shit, that's not my problem. Then you put it through that hole, and then it should be able to hold it. There's also, I was going to make some joke about brain soup, but honestly, I have contemplated just removing the liner entirely, holding this thing over a fire and making a soup out of it. Because, you know, I get hungry occasionally, and I'm just sitting out in the woods just kind of doing my thing. But yeah, this helmet, 85 bucks for what it is. It's a good helmet. It also acts as an alertion system. So say you need to warn your friends of an incoming attack on your encampment. You You just hit it a bunch with a solid object. Hell, even your fists work. And it will sound like a gong. So that's always an upside. But, oh, yeah. I was going to review this as well. This is a wool balaclava that you saw me wearing in the last video. The inside's wool. It's kind of itchy against your face. I don't really know much about this. I don't even know the actual name of this thing. All I can find on it without having to translate stuff is just Soviet wool balaclava. It's pretty alright. I've had to use this thing in the winter a few times. It's pretty good then. It's actually really good then. It works well against heat. Air, I do believe, goes through this, but it's good at keeping you warm. So yeah, this thing was like 20 bucks on eBay. I didn't buy this one from Alex Catfish 09. I bought this from a just a random guy on eBay. He was from Belarus. Yeah, I think I got this for like 20 bucks. Pretty good if you find yourself in a cold climate. Most of my viewers presumably don't, but that's fine. Yeah, that's been all for pretty much today. I might make a new video, maybe, I don't know. I do have finals coming up for school and whatnot, so you might... I'm acting as if I have a good I have a good schedule for uploading videos. It's just find cool thing, upload, that's it. So, if I don't upload in 3 years, know that I probably got some bitches. So simple. Anyways, yeah, subscribe.